EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's all up next.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. Fielded at the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
Well, what does Lamar Jackson have in store for us this time around? Now a two-time NFL MVP. We know he is electricity personified on a football field. Must-see TV. He also knows, and these Ravens do too, that they got to take that final step. Got to get to a Super Bowl and ultimately win it for the two-time MVP.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. It's a sweep, he pops the pass forward. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Give him only a couple that time, it's gonna be 3rd down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going to run for it! And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Tick, 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 Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Man in motion here. On first down, Jackson. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
This is Henry on second. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's third and less than a yard. Another run for Henry. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Andrews with the catch. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Henry on the option. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. Gets this one to Andrews. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play action now with Jackson. Connects with Bateman. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Ready, shot! Score him! Shut up!
Working inside the red zone. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
180! Ready, shot!
Jackson's going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Sit on! What? Sit on!
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
TJ Watt there on the tackle. It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Sit on!
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Sit on!
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Wilson on 1st and 10. Got Washington, it's complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Wilson now from the gun. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
180.
They put Flowers in motion right.
What a shot.
Play fake, Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
What a shot.
Slot man in motion left.
Set up.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he gets him around 6 there. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Wilson with it on first. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Ross off the play fake. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Russ now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Wilson on third down. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And he's brought down for a loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
180.
Lamar now from the gun. Flush down now to his left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Middle. Out.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look.
Omar, ready?
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, shot. Sit up.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. He's gonna keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
First down, here's Lamar. Catch is made in close. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Hey, hey. Out here.
From the gun, Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. They could use something to trim that deficit and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Freiermuth there to bring it in. This is ahead for about 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 from the 41. Play action, it's Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw from Wilson. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP, Lamar Jackson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Now here's Russ. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one gains 7. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Going to Harris to start the half. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Russ setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, middle. Cut.
Jackson throwing here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third and long for him here. Completed to Flowers. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 43. Completed here to Pickens. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Wilson now from the gun. Catch made by Austin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Wilson, a quick throw, complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Running behind center with Harris. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Harris. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Russ now from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point.
Wilson's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Alpha, sit on.
At the 40-yard line.
Nice shot. Sit on.
Now here's Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go.
They've got a man in motion. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Harris once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Russ looking to throw. Taken in by Harris.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Report!
The drive begins with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Play action, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He'll throw it. They did it! He made the interception! Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers have some new life in the 4th. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate. It just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. It's taken in by Washington. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Looking to throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Almost a completion at the wrong 4th and 5.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
First down, Steelers.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers facing a 5-point deficit. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Harris is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers jump in front late. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for 2. Back to throw. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Baltimore running its offense out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They've got 1st down from the 31.
180. Nice shot.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'd make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. A run here with Harris. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
What?
They'll try to run it with Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
We gotta make it happen.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He takes it himself. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he gets the first before stopping the clock, and even 20 seconds to go. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.